Good day, viewers. Welcome to AI's Life Lessons by Pwalpar. I am currently 78 years old. Today I share a story with you. This short story is produced using AI, but it's a true story from lessons that I have learned during my lifetime. The year was around 1963. My father had a 1957 Ford station wagon, and it sat in the driveway for months, not being driven, due to the fact that it needed a new starter. My father's newer car kept him on the road 24/7. The Ford was just wasting away, I thought. I was probably 15 years old. I had a permit to drive since I was 14. So one day when he came in, I flatly told him, "I want that car." He looked at me in shock, and I think he underestimated my abilities and assumed that car won't start anyway, so what the hell, he thought. He would not be able to start it. So he said, "Knock yourself out, son. It's all yours." Well, within a couple of days, I had scraped up enough money to go buy a starter. I promptly slid under the car and learned how to install a starter. The next day when my father got home from work, I am sure he was totally shell-shocked to find out that the 57 Ford station wagon was gone. I was out cruising the town in style. That car had its share of problems. Sometimes a leaky gas line in the carburetor would catch on fire. I would promptly jump out, grab up an old towel and beat the flames out, then promptly get back in the car and continue my cruising around town. The life lesson I share with you today involved an old lady driving a beat-up old ragged-looking Studebaker. I think it was about a 1957 Studebaker. I was riding with a friend when we spotted the old lady. My friend said, "Turn around. Let's go ask that old lady if she wants to get it off the line." I turned around and we caught up with the old lady in the beat-up old Studebaker. She was stopped at a red light waiting for it to turn green. Myself, being young and dumb, thought, surely I can outrun her. My friend yelled out the window, "Hey lady, let's race when the light changes." I gunned the engine a lot, revving up the motor. In anticipation, but the old lady did not even glance our way. She totally ignored us. She's ignored us, I said. She ain't going to do diddly. She ain't going to respond at all. When that light changed, I hit the gas pedal, assuming we would leave her sitting there. Boy, was I in for a surprise. That old Studebaker burned rubber, smoke boiled out from under its tires, and it disappeared into the distance like a bat out of hell. All I could see of that old Studebaker was taillights leaving us in the dust. I suppose I learned a lesson that day in humility when I assumed the old lady was a helpless victim of my prowess as a race car driver. Believe me, I learned that day that old ladies are not helpless. Don't ever underestimate them. If you like my stories, give me a like. Your comments are most welcome. Here's Pwalpar signing off.